Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do your 11th to the 17th of November 2019 reading. I'd like to show you the cards that we're using today for the week ahead, guys. We are using for your weekly check-in reading. And the weekly check-in reading is really a reading to give a lot of guidance on not just what's happening for the week, but it's just really guidance just overall. The week, weeks ahead, months ahead, that type of thing, and what the universe wants to say to you in that particular week. So we're using the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. We're also going to be using the Ethereal Visions Tarot by Matt Hughes, and also my professional edition of the Universal Tarot by Lo Scarabeo. And your advice cards come through the Art of Life cards. They're tarot cards, but they've got kind of quotes on them. We're also using for your 10 card love and your 10 card career reading for the week, guys, Blessed Be, which will be your advice, your spiritual advice for the week. The Dark Mansion Tarot, my favourite. I should be getting another deck of these for my birthday, hopefully. The smaller ones from my family. Oh my God. I told them to order them quick because my birthday's on the 18th, so I've got to order them quick for them to come in time. I love these cards so much. So we're using these, and also we're using the Tea Leaf Fortune cards as well. Just looking at advice through for love, and also, you know, for love and wealth and career. All right, that's it. I'd like you guys to sit back and enjoy the reading. Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Just to let you know how the reading's going to go, we do your weekly check-in first. Then we have a look at more specifically your work, stroke finance, and we also have a look at your love life during the week. If you'd like to see a particular reading, so if you'd like to only look at your work reading or only your love reading or maybe just the general reading, timestamps are below. So you just click on the time and it will take you straight through to the reading that you want to view. I'd like to say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me this week for your reading. And yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy. Okay, Scorpio, so we've got your cards down. Let's have a look at the reading. So Scorpio, this week, 11th to the 17th of November, which, you know, for you guys, it's my birthday too. I'm on the 18th. I don't know about any of you guys if you share my birthday, but happy birthday to all of us, Scorpio. You are early Scorpios that were sort of late October going up to the 21st, I think it is, of November. That's the time that it stops. Sagittarius, the 22nd November onwards. But yeah, for all the Scorpios, happy birthday, my darlings. Hope you have a good year going forward. Okay, let's have a look. So Scorpio, you guys are showing us being, oh, is that meant to be reversed? Yes, the Fool reversed. You're the Fool. You're not taking a risk here, are you? You're not taking a risk. The Fool reverse is all about being cautious, being careful. Now, the Fool is ruled by Aquarius and Uranus. Well, I can't remember what decan it is, but this might be, I don't know, first decan or something like that. I can't remember, but definitely there's Aquarius energy with the Fool energy. It's also ruled by the planet Uranus. What Aquarius and Uranus have in common, Scorpio, is they are both representative of the freedom seeker. So when you get the Fool likes, if you look at the Fool, look how he's dressed. He's dressed so differently. He's dressed in all his finery. He's dressed, I mean, he's set apart from the rest, isn't he? He's really independent. He's really fun-loving. He's, you know, he's got very little baggage, small bag on his back. He's not kind of, you know, he's not letting anything hold him back. And he does have the dog behind him that says, wait before you go over the bridge, you know, before you go over the cliff. Wait before, you know, really the dog is saying look before you leap. But if you look at his hand, whenever the Fool turns his hand backwards, he's kind of like, no, it's all fine. You know, he's kind of ignoring what's behind him because he just feels that he doesn't have any baggage. He's kind of travelling light. He's got the sun on his back. Can you see that? He feels everything is great. So the Fool would just take a leap, and because it's ruled by Aquarius and Uranus, this is the card of the free thinker. This is the card of the freedom seeker. This is the card of the individual This is, and if you look at cards like the Seven of Swords, for example, they're exactly the same. They talk about people who like to be independent, people that like to trail a blaze or blaze a trail forward. These are people that don't like to conform when you get the Fool. So the Fool is just going to do whatever. Now, sometimes the Fool does mean to be foolish, okay? It can mean that you're kind of jumping, but you're not looking before you leap. So some of you guys are really kind of in the reverse. You're a little bit more cautious. You're kind of like, you know what, actually, I'm not going to jump into anything here. Being very cautious, looking before you leap, being very careful with the Fool energy. Fool is sometimes fear, yes, when it's reversed, because in the upright, he's fearless. He's one of the most fearless cards within the tarot. But in the reverse, he's kind of like, no. I think that there's something here that I need to this is the stop, wait, and listen. This is the look, listen, and wait card sort of thing, you know. So you guys showing us the Fool reversed, unwilling to take a risk. Let's have a look at what the reason is. The Five of Coins energy. Some of you guys, you don't want to lose money, because the Five of Coins in the upright is about losing money, lack of money. Sometimes this is leaving also a place of safety, is the Five of Coins energy. Sometimes it's about being the outsider. So for some of you guys, you don't want to take a risk. You're being a little bit cautious. You're looking before you leap. Maybe there's a chance for you to make money. Maybe you say, I don't want to take this chance because I'm going to lose some money. Maybe some of you guys don't want to take a risk because it'll involve leaving a place of safety, leaving a position of safety with the Five of Coins energy. So maybe some of you guys are being overly cautious about, you know, jumping into something. You're not taking an opportunity up here. Maybe it's because you don't want to be the outsider. You don't want to be out there on your own. Five of Coins energy showing here. What is your goal for the week, Scorpio? Let's have a look in this card here. And for you guys who want to know what the cards are that I'm using, it's at the beginning of the reading. All you need to do is click on the timestamp that says intro, cards used, and it'll tell you. You're the Eight of Swords. That's your goal. I think it's to isolate yourself from whatever this is. As a goal, the Eight of Swords would be to isolate oneself. And it would probably be to protect oneself is what I would say. So I think that your goal this week is to isolate yourself, to protect yourself with the Eight of Swords energy. Because it's a card of imprisonment. So if you've got a goal to do with the Eight of Swords energy, and it also might be if this thing requires you speaking to someone, maybe your goal is not to speak, because the Eight of Swords means silence. It's swords of communication. So when you've got an Eight of Swords, you're not speaking, you're not communicating. So it might be your goal is, I don't want to speak to this individual, maybe. Maybe this is the person or the thing you don't want to take the risk on, because it's either going to kind of result in you losing money, or being an outsider, or losing status, or losing your position, or losing your, you know, your safety or your security. So my goal is basically just to shun this situation, shun the person, shun the situation. Ignorance, isolate oneself from the situation here. What is the obstacle you need to overcome though? See, you are being offered an opportunity here. It is a golden opportunity. That's the obstacle that you need to overcome. It depends. Because we could have said with the Eight of Coins, okay, so if this is, for example, I don't want to take a chance because I'm going to lose money, Five of Coins energy. The obstacle that you need to overcome is the superficiality of that coin. It's where the opportunity looks too good to be true. It looks really, really shiny, okay? So if there is a chance that you could lose money, for example, you're being asked to go and invest in some new venture, Scorpio, and you say, actually, I'm not going to take a chance, full reverse, because I could lose my income, you know, I could lose my savings, I'll lose my money, Five of Coins. The obstacle you need to overcome is that this looks really, really shiny. This looks like an opportunity that is golden. It looks like it, but you're focusing on the superficiality of it. That's the thing. That would be the obstacle. So basically the temptation. Eight of Coins now becomes the card of temptation, you see. So the obstacle you would need to overcome is that whatever it is that's being presented to you, Scorpio, it looks just so good. It's so tempting. Look at that coin. Oh, man. Look at the hands that are holding it. They are made of gold. Look how much money this person's made. Oh, man. I could, you know, oh, it does look good, but I don't want to give the money, but I want to lose the money. That's why I won't take the chance. I don't want to lose the money, but the opportunity looks so good. That might be one thing that you need to overcome, is that even though you feel that you might lose money, the opportunity just looks so good. It looks almost irresistible. Because on the surface, which is what Pentacles are as well, they're all about the surface and how things look superficially. It might look like this is just too good to be true. The other thing might be, if you're not willing to take a chance because you don't want to leave somewhere that is secure, the obstacle that you might need to overcome is that this is actually a golden opportunity, and you could go for this opportunity. This opportunity would probably afford you more than you have right now. but because you're afraid, kind of. And as I was saying, as I've always said on, you know, a lot of the readings that we've done together, Scorpio, is that some Scorpios will jump at change and some Scorpios won't. I'm one of those Scorpios that finds it very difficult to kind of immerse myself in change. You know, no matter how terrible my situation might get, I'm like, oh man, I don't know whether I can do that. You know, but once I'm in the change, I'm fine. But initially, I'm kind of like, oh man, I don't know whether I can. And some Scorpios are like that. We might be, you know, the death card, we might be the phoenix from the ashes rising, but sometimes we have to really be pushed sometimes to make those changes. So some of you guys, it might be, I don't want to take a chance because I don't want to leave somewhere that's been good to me, or I don't want to lose, you know, my security and my stability going forward. And it might be the obstacle you need to overcome. Therefore, is, well, this is really a good opportunity. This is something that could be really, could offer you some form of stability here. What could you be achieving by the end of the week going into the subsequent weeks? What is that? The Three of Cups. So you could be achieving an agreement here with the Three of Cups energy. The Three of Cups is celebration, it's agreement. You could be achieving, finally agreeing to do something here. Something, if the Three of Cups is an agreement, then it benefits all. It benefits everyone. So you could finally be achieving by the end of the week or going into the following week some form of an agreement here, regardless, okay? Or what you could be achieving is personal happiness, maybe, with the Three of Cups energy, with whatever decision you make. What do you need to avoid? The Page, Four of Coins. I feel that you need to avoid with the Four of Coins energy, especially with this Five of Coins, saying that Scorpio doesn't want to take a chance. For some of you guys, it will be because you're going to lose money, or you think you're going to lose money if you take a chance, and therefore the obstacle you need to overcome is that this is really shiny. It looks almost too good to be true. It looks amazing. That's the obstacle, the temptation off that ace, because superficially on the surface it looks very good. That could be one scenario, but I think that this more portends to the Scorpios who say, I don't want to take a chance because I don't want to leave my place of security. I don't want to kind of, because the Five of Coins isn't just about being an outcast. It's not just about being out in the cold, and it's not just about financial lack. Sometimes the people that come out of this building, the Five of Coins, remember, is the church. It's where the Hierophant resides. So where the Hierophant resides, there is tradition, there's normalcy, you know, there's safety, there's security within the group, or there's security within the environment. But these people are kind of like, these people may have come out of the church, Scorpio, because they say, you know what, actually, I really don't want to be in this anymore. Let's go out, let's go in. And the Five of Coins then becomes the card of risk. So what you could be doing here as well, Scorpio, is you might be saying, I don't want to take a chance because it's a risk. I'm going to come out of a place that I've been comfortable in for so long, and I don't really know where I'm going. But if I come out, you can see he's got the backpack, he's got the, you know, the crutches, she's there, she's supporting him. They're both out in the cold there, but they may have just, Scorpio, put themselves out there. They might have just decided that they're going to put themselves out there. Do you see where I'm coming from? So that might be why you don't want to take a risk, because it really means that you're going to be leaving a really comfortable position for a position that you really don't know where the hell it's going to end up. But the universe is saying that you need to avoid, therefore, if that's the scenario, Scorpio, you really need to avoid with that Four of Coins energy, kind of, you know, staying in the gilded place. Four of Coins, Nine of Coins, they're type of cards that indicate people who are staying behind the walls. They're staying within their comfort zone with the Four of Coins energy. And I think that you need to avoid staying within the comfort zone of the Four of Coins energy and not wanting to at least explore a potential change here, Scorpio. What is it that you need to embrace? The Seven of Swords. It's time to escape wherever you are. It's time to escape. It's time to escape. Because the Seven of Swords is movement. The Four of Coins is stagnation. All right? It's time to escape where you are. It's time to leave where you are. Take a risk, because the Seven of Swords is all about risk takers. So whilst you need to avoid not taking a risk with the Four of Coins, staying within your comfort zone because you're afraid of change, or you're afraid that maybe this situation won't work out, you need to embrace that maybe you just need to take a risk. Seven of Swords. It's called the Seven of Blades on this deck. But maybe you just need to take a risk with that Seven of Swords. That might be what you need to embrace. If you need advice and support, where can you go, Scorpio? Go to the Knight of Coins. I think that you need to go to someone who has worked diligently and who has worked hard towards achieving whatever it is in this area here. Because the Knight of Coins is somebody who's built themselves up from scratch, you see. And it might be something that took a while. So for some of you guys, let's go through the reading again. Yes, you know, it may be for some of you guys, you don't want to take a risk because you think, I'm going to lose money on this. Okay, and therefore my goal is I'm not going to get back to the people that maybe propose the, you know, the idea, the opportunity. My idea is just to kind of ignore this opportunity, Eight of Swords, isolate myself from it. But you know what? The obstacle I need to overcome, and then for some of you guys, sorry, it'll be. But if that's the case, I think, sorry, Scorpio, if that's the case, I think that the obstacle that you'll need to overcome is that this looks like a golden opportunity. Nevertheless, it will be the temptation and the way that it looks superficially. Oh my God, that looks so good though, but I could lose money, but oh my goodness, because there'll be a great pull to do this thing because of the way it looks. You know, it will be presented, the coin, Eight of Coins is also the way that it's presented. It will be presented to you. Can you see the hands? They're golden. It is being presented like to you like, well, if you did this, you could just make tons and tons of cash. So the obstacle you need to overcome, therefore, would be the temptation to do something that on the surface looks so good. I think, though, in the main, for you guys who don't want to take a risk because it requires you to leave two cards indicating the comfort zone, Five of Coins, Four of Coins. In the Four of Coins, you stay in the comfort zone. In the Five of Coins, you leave it. So some of you guys don't want to take a risk because it revolves around, you know, coming out of a comfort zone, coming out of a place that's been secure. So you might have been in a job for a long, long time and it's paying the wage with the Five of Coins, you know. It's giving you your security and your stability, your secure living and all the rest of it. But you don't want to take a chance on losing that with the Five of Coins energy. And your goal will be, therefore, Scorpio, to, you know, to just ignore it. Eight of Swords energy, just ignore it, just, you know, not to heed the call with the Eight of Swords, because we're not heeding the call with the Eight of Swords energy. But the obstacle you need to overcome in this particular scenario, Scorpio, is this could actually be a really good opportunity. It could be a golden opportunity. It could be an opportunity for you guys to start building something anew, which is what the Ace of Coins is. So you're building something from scratch, but you're building something anew. And from small acorns, which is what the Ace of Coins is, grow great oaks, okay? By the end of the week, though, or going into the following week, Scorpio, you could be achieving victory, Three of Cups energy, a celebration. You could be agreeing to do this thing for some of you guys, or even if you don't, then what you could be achieving kind of is this emotional satisfaction that you made the right decision. However, Scorpio, you do need to avoid, with the Four of Coins, staying in that comfort zone. Just wanting to hold on to things that you consider to be of value to you right now. Because some of you guys, with that Four of Coins there, it might be that what you have in your hand is only 4 coins, which is only a bit of money. So what you might be doing, in fact, if it's a money situation, what you need to avoid is kind of staying within the boundaries of what you earn, for example. Because some of you guys, it's like, well, I've got a job, you know, and it pays okay. And it's safe and it's stable, and I don't want to really do it. I don't want to really leave it. That's why I don't want to take the chance. But the universe might say to you, Scorpio, but Scorpio, the obstacle you need to overcome is that this is a golden opportunity for you. It's an absolute golden opportunity for you to take. And therefore, you need to avoid the Four of Coins, just sticking with what you've got at the moment. Just sticking with the mediocre, which is what the fours are as well. Just sticking with the bit of money, just staying in the comfort zone, because you need to embrace that with the Seven of Swords. Look at all the stuff he's got as well. Seven of Swords on this card isn't about theft. It's about taking a risk. Because if you take a risk, I'm not advocating stealing or anything. But what I'm saying is the metaphor for this particular card in this particular reading, the fox is all about cunning. So this guy used his wits, he used his intellect, and he used his strategy, and he took a risk. And what happened when he took a risk? He broke in. The risk was breaking into a house. But what happened when he took a risk? Look at all the stuff he's got. Look at all of that stuff. He's got the laptop. He's got the jewelry. He's got the nice bag. He's got the candelabra. He's got everything. Because he took a risk, he got it. It paid off. So the risk paid off. Embrace that if you take a risk with this Seven of Swords, Scorpio, it could actually just pay off, to be perfectly honest with you. So maybe you need to think on that. If you need advice and support, go to somebody like a Knight of Coins energy. This will be somebody who will support you. This will be somebody who will give you some very worthwhile advice. This is somebody who can be of service to you with the Knight of Coins energy. This is somebody who has a methodical and practical approach. They'll be able to approach your situation in a very practical and methodical way. So this is somebody who's going to be sitting you down and saying, okay, look, Scorpio, let's have a look at the pros, let's have a look at the cons, let's try and work this through. All right, go to somebody who's practical, methodical, and sensible and responsible, okay, if you need support or advice. All right, let's have a quick look at what the advice is for this reading, Scorpio. So Universe Spirit, what is the advice you have for Scorpio on this reading? What is the advice? What is the advice that you have for Scorpio on this reading? Show me. Right, oh my God, look what came out again, the Knight of Pentacles. The secret of success is constancy of purpose. Okay, so the secret of success is basically constantly working towards your goals, constantly working towards your dreams. Constancy of purpose is having a purpose that you are consistently working towards achieving. And that's the secret of success here. You know, I think that you have a goal here, but I feel that you're going to have to make a sacrifice in order to achieve that goal, Scorpio. And some of you guys won't want to do it. You won't want to do it. In the main, it will be because you're going to leave something behind that you've become comfortable with. But it's only a number 5. So whatever it is you've become comfortable with, yes, it's given you the comfort because it's within the confines of a church. It's in the confines of something mediocre and traditional. But look at this here. You guys need to overcome the obstacle. If you don't want to take a chance on leaving behind a secure situation, which I'm reading that 5 of coins does in the main, then you need to overcome the obstacle that this could be actually a golden opportunity. And you need to embrace that if you take the risk with the 7 of Swords, look at all the loot he's got, it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. All right. So there you go. Lovely, lovely reading. Bear with me, Scorpio. We're going to come back with your work reading. Okay, Scorpio, so we're going to do your work reading now. Let's have a look at between the 11th and the 17th of November. 8 of Swords. Some of you guys, unfortunately, the 8 of Swords means feeling trapped with the 8 of Swords. And sometimes, I'm sorry to say, the 8 of Swords can also be people who make you feel that way, because these are people's words that are holding you to where you are. So some of you guys feeling trapped. Sometimes this is self-limiting thoughts, 8 of Swords energy. Oh, right, the 5 of coins shows up again. Some of you guys feeling trapped, feeling probably like an outsider. And also the 5 of coins is walking out of the 8 of Swords. So some of you guys wanting to leave this prison behind. Some of you guys feeling very much like you're imprisoned and you're wanting with that 5 of coins just to leave this behind, because he's walking outside of the 8 of Swords energy showing there. Some of you guys also feeling trapped and like the outsider with the 5 of coins energy showing here. Okay, I think that what you're searching, it's interesting actually, because this is heading this way, isn't it, actually? It's 5 of coins energy, but it could still just be walking past it. Feeling trapped, feeling like the outsider with the 5 of coins, but also feeling trapped and wanting to leave the energy of the 8 of Swords. Because the 5 of coins is also leaving the building. And if you think about anywhere that you could feel trapped, it would be within a 5 of coins. A Hierophant. Hierophant represents the 5s. And the Hierophant would be the very kind of, you know, traditional clock in, clock out. It's as bad as a devil card, to be honest with you, when it comes to work. It can be a very boring and very laborious traditional type of work or job. Page of Cups, I think what you're looking for is something new. I think you've got a vision of doing something new with this Page of Cups energy showing here, yeah, and the Star. I think that this is something that is your purpose in life. I think that you've got a vision with this Page of Cups to work in something that is your soul purpose, your life purpose. I think you're envisioning, you're dreaming about working within your life purpose here with the Star energy showing up here. Ace of Swords energy here. So the Ace of Swords is the breakthrough, it's strength, something that brings strength, something that brings a sense of purpose with the Star, with the Ace of Swords energy. So I think that you're dreaming of kind of working within something that you've always wanted to do, because some of you guys might be dreaming about being a star here as well. You might be dreaming about maybe doing something in acting or doing something in, you know, that kind of raises your profile, because the Star can also be a card that indicates working as an actor or an actress or being on the stage or that type of thing. The Ace of Swords is a card that brings empowerment. So some of you guys are very much dreaming, I think, about empowerment, feeling empowered with the Ace of Swords energy, dreaming about success and breakthroughs, and it's all about your life purpose with the Star energy. It's all about doing something that you really, really want to do and you really love to do as well. What have we got here? Oh, what is going on, Scorps? Jeez. Fuck. 10 of Swords. This card and the 10 of Swords in the Dark Mansion Tarot, often for me this is somebody who's crying. they're having a bit of a breakdown. Sorry, babe. It is. I've seen it myself. About a week after I'd done a reading with that Ten of Swords in it, and there was a magician, and I forgot to mention that the Ten of Swords on this deck and the magician is somebody who's crying to their doctor. And it happened to one of my family members who's a Scorpio. I won't say who it is, but one of my family members who is a Scorpio had a breakdown with the Ten of Swords, and they went to the doctor for it, which was the magician. So I know that this card is definitely feeling like a breakdown. I'm hoping something good comes after this. Please give me something good, please, universe, please. Judgment. Well, you know what? This is you guys reaching judgment. You're reaching that point where you're saying enough is enough. You really are. Some of you guys are feeling trapped. Five of Coins energy, the outsider energy. Okay. Every time you go into work, because this is you guys almost going into work. It feels like you're going into there. Some of you guys feeling that you're going into a prison because it's walking towards that Ace of Swords. So some of you guys in work, you're feeling like every time you go to work, you feel like you're walking into a prison. And the thing is, you show as the Five of Coins, Scorpio. So you already show as being pretty bruised and battered with that Five of Coins energy. And every time you go into work, you feel like, oh man, I'm going into a prison here. I've had enough. All right. And some of you guys are really at the end of your tether, I think, with the Ten of Swords energy. But I think that with the Judgment energy, hopefully you're not feeling at the end of the tether because you're feeling judged. I think it's more with the Judgment energy that you guys are coming to a final resolution on this. You're feeling so much under pressure in the workplace that you're like, you know what, I've got to do something about this. I've got to do something about this. I mean, sometimes the Judgment card can mean that you're being judged, yes. But I think that this is more about you with that 10 being the ending of a cycle. And that Judgment in being death and rebirth ruled by Pluto. For me, this is coming to the end of a cycle as you now reach a place of kind of awakening. But there's an awakening here with the Judgment energy. And you're saying, you know what, I've had enough of this shit. I've had enough of working in this environment here. Seven of Wands energy. But this is all about taking charge. That Judgment, therefore, is not about leaving. It's about taking charge. I think that you're sick of feeling like this, Scorpio. And I think that you're reaching this judgment, this place where you say, you know what, enough. I'm done. I can't take any more of this shit. And you're like, right, no, I'm going to fight my freaking corner here. I'm fighting my corner because the Seven of Wands is fighting back. It's like, yeah, come for me then. Come on, I've got a bat. I'll smash you in the face. Sorry, I'm not getting violent or anything. But if you see where I'm coming from, this is you guys, the Ten of Swords, Scorpio. And you're like, oh man, I've had enough. And you're like, oh, I've had enough. Right, that's it. Judgment is like, that's it. And then this is you rising. This is like death, judgment, and rebirth of the Seven of Wands. You're coming back fighting stronger with that Seven of Wands energy. Yeah, there you go. What did I say? Stronger in the strength. You're fighting. You're coming back with the Judgment energy. This is your death card. You're coming to the end now of this time. You're at the end of this. You're at the end of your tether. And there's a rebirth. There's almost like with the end of the tether, Scorpio, there's this breakthrough moment that says to you, you know what? I'm going to fight hard. I'm going to come back even stronger with the Strength card and the Seven of Wands energy showing up there. Knight of Cups energy. There's a strong desire here with the Strength and the Knight of Cups energy to come back to this. Seven of Wands energy. A strong strength is strong, and the Knight of Cups is the desire. There's a strong desire to do this. There's a strong desire to do this. All right. You may not do it on the week, but you've got a strong desire just to stand in your power. You've had enough. But you don't. The thing with Scorpios is, and it's the same as me, we don't like being victims. We hate it. We absolutely hate it. We hate it. Scorpio, you'll probably find, I think anyway, is the most complex. It's the most complex sign of the zodiac. It really is, because we've got these zodiac. You know, Scorpios can go to these great lows. I mean, really feeling sorry for ourselves, really being depressed and being down on ourselves, and then suddenly we're just like, fuck this, and we come back fighting. That's what we do. It's really weird with us, but we don't, you know. The thing is, when we get low, the Ten of Swords. When Scorpio gets low, it goes low. But when it gets hard, it gets hard. When it's that, this is like the bottom of the barrel. This is like the darkest before the dawn. All right, so we've got the darkest before the dawn. Darkest Ten of Swords before the dawn, judgment. And there you are, strong desire with that Knight of Cups just to fight back with the Seven of Wands energy. Let's get this reading again. You know what, I certainly feel that, you know, for Scorpio, week commencing 11th to the 17th of November, but you'd have been through this time and time again, Scorpio. This is nothing new to you guys. It really isn't anything new, Scorpio, because what's happening here is that you go into work, you get up of a morning, look at you, you're trudging into work, you're tired, you're, oh man, and you're trudging, and every time you trudge, this is actually you leaving your apartment. So the Five of Coins can be the apartment, it can be the house that you live in. So this is you coming out of your house, Scorpio, probably on a dark morning or on a grey morning. And what you're doing is you're going into work. And the workplace is actually the Eight of Swords. This is the place that you feel, oh man, right, I'm leaving the comfort of my home and I'm going into the Eight of Swords, the place where I feel trapped, because you can see all the swords are pinning this woman's red dress. She can't move. So you're going from your home. The 5 coins here is actually the house that you live in, Scorpio. It's the apartment, it's the home, and you're going into the trap of the Eight of Swords, and you're like, oh man, oh, got another day in work. Oh, I feel so trapped and bored and fed up here. And you're like, oh man, I'm just dreaming. Oh, Page of Cups, I'm just dreaming about fulfilling my life purpose, you know. Feeling powerful and feeling strong and, you know, finding with the Ace of Swords, finally with the Ace of Swords energy, being able to clear away all of the shit that I've been going through and finally holding on to something that is powerful, standing within my power and doing something that I am meant to do with the star energy that gives me and brings me the power with the Ace of Swords energy that I truly seek in work, you know, and, you know, and this is the thing, this is how you feel when you go into work, because you leave the comfort of your home, you go into the place of the Eight of Swords where you feel trapped, and you say, I just dream of, you know, having a purpose in life with the star energy, you know, because I think that, you know, maybe my purpose is to help others or communicate with others, but I'm sure as hell know it would bring great power to me with the Ace of Swords energy. I'd be feeling in a stronger and more powerful position because I've had enough, the Ten of Swords energy. I've had enough probably of feeling like the outsider. You know, I've had enough of being judged. But suddenly, with this Ten of Swords, I think that the 11th to the 17th is a week that, Scorpio, you go to breaking point with that Ten of Swords. You really do go rock bottom, some of you guys, to the end of your tether. And suddenly, through that energy of the Ten of Swords, we see this kind of, you know, phoenix emerging from the ashes. Finally, you are rising again with the Judgment energy showing here. And you're saying, right, you know, I just feel a strong desire now just to fight back against this with the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands could be that you're fighting against people, hopefully you're not, or you're standing up for yourself against people, but it could also be, you know, Seven of Wands, I'm going to fight to do what I want to do. It could be anything, but I feel that the week the week between the 11th and 17th of November 2019, Scorpio, is all about you guys fighting back or fighting for something that you really believe in. You know, whether this is saying, you know, I'm not taking any more of this judgment, I'm fighting back, I'm taking HR, whatever. Or, you know, and it might be that, you know, if you've dealt with workplace bullies, which can certainly be an Eight of Swords, can be the bully card. These can be people who are making you feel like shit. They're using their words to keep you pinned down, to keep you powerless. The Five of Coins can certainly be a bully card because you can definitely be the outsider. The Ten of Swords is definitely a bully card. People, again, are using their words to push you down. And Judgment can be a bully card. People are levying nasty judgments against you, that type of thing. So some of you guys might be in those cards dealing with bullying, but suddenly this breakthrough moment comes as well with that Ace of Swords energy where you say, I'm not taking anymore. You know, I'm going to be strong, and maybe you'll take this with the Knight of Swords energy to HR. Maybe you'll be strong enough to take it to somebody who's higher, for example. Somebody who's in an elevated position of the Seven of Wands energy. Some of you guys, it will be, I feel a strong desire now to pursue my life purpose. You know, with the star energy. To start making some plans in regards to this life purpose that I have. Because it's true. It's the path that I should be on. So this is all about standing in your power. I think that some of you guys just get to a point in the week, from what I can see, where you're just kind of, you know, I'm done. I can't deal this. I can't deal with this. Nah, it's a week where you're just at breaking point. You're either going to be kind of fighting against anyone that's bullying you, Scorpio, or you're fighting to make a dream come true. All right, because the Ace of Swords is truth and the star is the dream. You're fighting to make a dream come true this week. You know, you're just gonna kind of stand in your pain and say, I've got a strong desire now to fight. Seven of Wands energy here to have my dream come true. I've got this dream with the Page of Cups and the star energy. I'm envisioning my sole purpose is to do a certain thing, and I'm going to make it come true. Very, very good reading. Let's have a look at what the advice is on that. So we want to have a look at your career. Let's get this out here, guys, and let's get the bag. Right, so Universe Spirit, show me please for Scorpio, what's the advice that you have for their career? What is the advice that you have for their career, please, in 3 cards? So we've got 1, 2, and let's go through 3. So 1, 2, 3, Scorpio. Let's have a look. So what's that noise? Okay, Lily is the first card. There's spiritual love in your career. All right, desk. Okay, pay attention to your work though. Okay, spiritual love. Pay attention to your work. I think that you are receiving a lot of spiritual love here. All right, I think spiritual love. I think it's love from your angels, love from your ancestors, love from those people that have passed on. That is going to help you to pay attention to your work this week, okay? And you've got the box. You will receive a gift as well, which is nice. So I think that spiritual love is going to help you to pay attention to your work this week, Scorpio, and you will receive a gift also. Brilliant. Let's have a quick look at what's going on in terms of your wealth reading as well, Scorps. Let's put these cards back in here. We'll shove them around a bit there. And let's have a look at wealth for Scorpio. So for wealth, what have we got? Universe Spirit, what do you see for wealth for Scorpio, please? What have you got for wealth, please, coming in for Scorpio, the 11th to the 17th of November 2019. So we've got 1. Okay, we'll take all these cards. They just came out together. So we've got 4 cards. So for your wealth, the shield. You need to defend yourself financially for some reason. Okay. The claw, be careful and don't take any risks. So it says you need to defend yourself and you definitely need to be careful and don't take any risks financially. Flowers, there should be some happiness though. And let's have a look. Desk, pay attention to your work. That same card came out again. So for your finances, you need to make sure that you can defend yourself. Maybe this is something legal for some of you guys. And be careful not to take any financial risks this week. There should be some happiness coming in though for your finances. And pay attention to your work, I guess, because this is what's going to bring your, your money in. All right. Scorpio, bear with me, please, my darlings. And I'm going to come back finally with the love reading. Okay, Scorpio, so let's have a look for love. What do we see? Oh, nice. 3 of Cups energy. Celebration, happiness, togetherness. This is a good partnership card, is the 3 of Cups energy showing up here. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of happiness with the King of Wands for some of you guys. Seeing a lot of joy. I'm also seeing some socialising going on because the 3 of Cups is socialising. Now, for some of you guys, it will be your birthday week. So it might be that you are, you're out celebrating your birthday with a King of Wands. This could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius individual. Ace of Swords energy here. So Ace of Swords, communication is the Ace of Swords energy. I think this is because it's aspected, this card is aspected by 2 very good cards. I'm seeing some very positive communication happening with you. I'm seeing celebrating, or I think this is more celebrating, or what's the word, socializing with the King of Wands. I think there's going to be some very positive communication with the Ace of Swords energy showing up here. But we've got the Devil. I think this might be something to do with a temptation showing up here. I think that you'll be tempted to do something that's not right with the 7 of Swords though, because the 7 of Swords is doing something that's not right, and that could be sex, for example. For me, this looks like somebody new for some of you Scorpios. It looks like it's new. It looks like you might meet someone between now and maybe the next couple of weeks or so. It looks like you could be kind of, socializing with this person here. The chat is really, it's really good. It's really positive, but it feels like with the Devil, you might be very tempted to do something a bit wrong here with the 7 of Swords. Do something that's not right. Cut corners as well. You might also be tempted to take a risk, for example. Depends on what that risk is. 5 of Wands, there might be some worries and confusion here with the 5 of Wands energy showing here. Page of Wands energy. I think that you might be worried about doing something. I mean, the Page of Wands is having fun. It's not always a messenger. It's kind of doing something that is outside of your comfort zone as well with the Page of Wands energy showing here. Other court cards showing up here. A Queen of Coins. You might be worried, maybe this person's communicating with a queen, maybe they've got a queen and a child, for example. You might be worried this person has somebody else. Because that could easily be that King of Wands partner, and this could be their kid. I mean, he is the Wands, he's the natural son of the king and the queen, showing, well, she should really be a Queen of Wands, but nevertheless, you might be worried either that maybe this king has a child and a wife already, or it might be that you're worried with the Page of Wands. Maybe this person is communicating with another individual, showing here, especially if we get another queen in the reading. Temperance energy. So temperance can sometimes be hedging their bets. Okay, let's look at the other card showing here. Five of Coins energy showing here. So the Five of Coins is, you see, I don't think you know this person enough. That's my feeling on the reading, Scorpio. It doesn't smack to me that you actually know this person enough. Okay, and the Temperance card can be somebody who's meddling as well. Somebody who's, you know, Temperance is about two opposing forces coming together. So if somebody's trying to make two things work at the same time. You're not showing in the reading, but you could certainly be worried that this person's contacting you, contacting somebody else and you at the same time, and that they're trying to, you know, they're kind of trying to have a relationship through the Temperance card with both you and them. And also the Five of Coins is doing things outside of the relationship, so it's a cheating card as well. It's almost like you feel that this person is trying to kind of like have two relationships at the same time with the Temperance energy, doing things outside of the relationship. The Seven of Swords and that Five of Coins energy as well. Somebody is messing around with the Seven of Swords and they're doing something outside of the church, so outside of the relationship with the Five of Coins energy as well. So you might be worried about all of that. Let's get this reading again. I'm seeing you guys. It feels like it's fresh to me though. This feels fresh because it feels like you are with this Three of Cups energy kind of socializing with this individual here, this King of Wands. It looks like you're having some positive chatter here. It looks like you're having a really good chat. But I feel that with the Devil energy, I feel that this person actually is a devil. I don't think, I mean, some of you guys, you may be tempted to do something out of the ordinary with the Seven of Swords. You might be tempted to do something, to take a risk with this individual here with the Seven of Swords energy. So let's put it like that, because the Devil energy is temptation, and with the Seven of Swords, it could be to take a risk. And as you know, I double these cards up. So some of you Scorpios might be tempted with the Devil to take a risk with that Seven of Swords. But there might be some worry on your part with the Five of Wands that this person with the Page of Wands is probably a little bit immature, for example. This person there might be worries here, not just that they're immature with the Page of Wands. There might also be worries that this person is contacting, communicating with another queen showing here. They're trying to play you with the other person at the same time here, doing things outside of the normalcy of a committed relationship, because Five of Coins is also a cheating card and it represents doing things outside of a moral code. So doing things outside of the normalcy of a, you know, a standard relationship with the Five of Coins. So you might be worried and you might say, you know what, we had such a good time the other night, and I'm tempted to take a risk, because the Devil is temptation and the Seven of Swords is the risk card. So I'm tempted to take a risk, but I'm really, really concerned. Maybe I'm worried that this person already has a wife and a child here, and they're just kind of messing with me, and they're trying to kind of mess with me and mess with the Queen at the same time, the Temperance card. But because they've got a child and a wife, they're looking to cheat. Seven of Swords as well with that, kind of over that Five of Coins. They're cheating and they're looking to kind of just do things outside of their marriage, because Five of Coins can be doing things. Remember, the fives are ruled by the Hierophant, especially that Five of Coins is the church. People are doing things outside of the church. So it might be, I'm worried that this person's already got a child and a wife though. You know, and they're really with the Temperance energy showing here. They're already, and with the Temperance energy, they're trying to make me work. They're trying to make this Queen of Coins work at the same time. And it feels like they're doing things outside of a marriage here. So some of you guys might be worried that this person's already married. And some of you guys, it might be that even though you're tempted to take a risk, it might be, what I'm really worried though, that they're contacting the Queen of Coins. Maybe this Queen of Coins was a soulmate that they left, because the Temperance card means a soulmate card, two souls joined together. So it might be this King of Wands and this Queen of Coins, they're soulmates with the Temperance energy. Maybe this, but it didn't work out with the Five of Coins energy. They're soulmates, but it just didn't work out. They weren't on the same page. So you might be worried and say, I want to take a risk on them, but I'm worried that they're contacting somebody else here. Maybe there's somebody else here that was a soulmate, if there's somebody from the past, but it just didn't work out, that type of thing. I'm going to try and get some advice on that and see what it is that you should do, or see what the universe has to say to you, Scorpio, on this particular reading. So, Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have? What is the advice that you have for Scorpio on this love reading? What is the advice that you have? I mean, some of you guys, it might be that you are tempted as well to take a risk and just have an affair. Because the Five of Coins is the affair card. Remember, they're doing things outside the moral code, the moral standards. So you might be tempted to take a risk, Seven of Swords energy, and have an affair. Perhaps this person here has a wife and a child already, all right, showing up here, right? So it might be that as well, all right? So this person's already got a wife and a child showing up here, all right? This King of Wands, I think, would have told you the truth, though. They'd have said to you, yeah, I've got a wife and a child, okay? I've got a wife and a child showing up here. And that King of Wands could be the Three of Cups as well. The person on the card here, this is you and this is the Queen. So this might be the Queen of Pentacles and this might be you, Scorpio. And this King of Wands will say, yeah, it's true. All right, it's not just you. I've got a wife and I've got a child as well. I know the situation's really confusing. And you might say, oh, well, they've told me the truth and now I'm kind of tempted to take a risk, maybe to go behind this woman's back here. All right. Showing up. It's interesting reading. What is the advice that you have for Scorpio on this reading? What's the advice that you have for Scorpio in 3 cards on this love reading, please? The advice is 1, 2, 1. Let's pick another one. 2. Got 3 cards there for love. Let's have a look. So 3 cards for love are Tulip. There's great passion in love here. Feather. Okay. Someone you know is undependable, but this person is undependable and insincere. They told you the truth, probably. Some of you guys, this person will have told you the truth. They'd have said, yeah. And also with the Ace of Swords, they've split with this Queen. So they've told you the truth and said, look, or they've said, you know, I think it's the truth though. The Ace of Swords is in the upright. So this person would have told you the truth and they said, look, I've split with this wife here. You know, we've probably got challenges. This person would have probably said, look, you know, you guys are socialising with this individual and said, look, I split with my wife. Queen of Coins is usually the wife in the tarot, and my child, unfortunately. And we're going through a bit of a battle here. I'm trying to resolve a battle, probably, with the Temperance and the Five of Wands, because we've got this kid or something like that. And therefore, because they've told you this, you may be tempted, Scorpio, to the Seven of Swords, to take a risk and Five of Coins energy. Just have this kind of, because what the Five of Coins is as well, it's a non-traditional relationship. So you might be tempted, because they told you that they've split with this woman and there's a fight, or a man, and there's a fight, maybe they're trying to resolve a fight. You know, with the kid, there's something legal going on with the Ace of Swords. You might end up saying to Scorpio, okay, well, they told me everything, you know, and I'm tempted to take a risk with them. You know, it's not a traditional relationship, but maybe with the Temperance energy we could work. But the universe is saying, you know, there is great passion here, but you need to be aware that this person is undependable and insincere. And what's the next card here? However, there will be peace and harmony showing up here. All right, there's great passion. But however, I think this king may be insincere and undependable. You can't depend on him. However, there will at some point be peace and harmony in love. All right, let's have a quick final look at what blessings are coming your way this week. We're using the Blessed Be card. So universe, what are the blessings coming this week for Scorpio? What are the blessings coming this week for Scorpio? Their birthday week, the 11th to the 17th of November. What are the blessings coming to Scorpio? The blessings, Scorpio, are... There's a blessing on growing older. It makes sense, doesn't it? Because this is our month for getting 1 year older. So you have a blessing, Scorpio, on growing older. And I'm going to just quickly get the booklet for that, because I like to see what the booklet has to say. It's number 38. A blessing on growing older. A blessing on your ripening years for maturity and wisdom, for knowledge earned through the doing of sacred things, the fulfillment of magical tasks. As you now know, it is a blessing to still be here. No matter how challenging the life, every life is a gift. for as long as you can breathe in and out and see the cycle of the sun. The growing years and the ripening of your life is the time of satisfaction and observation of the consequences of choices made and actions taken long ago. May the beginning of the time of your old age be most blessed. Well, it's not old age, but it's growing older. Be blessed. May there be those willing to learn from you, and may the wisdom you have gathered be shared out like ripe corn harvested at the edge of autumn's end. Brilliant, fantastic. All right, that is your reading, Scorps, for the 11th to the 17th of November 2019. I would like to wish all my fellow Scorpios, including myself in a way, but I'll be doing another reading before my birthday comes in. I'd like to wish all of us anyway a happy birthday. I know what I'm doing for my birthday weekend. I'm spending it with my family. I've got some family coming down and my twinny trues. It's me and my twin sister's birthday. We'll have a few drinks. Go out because usually we have a twinnies day out together or something like that. I really love my twin sister. She's absolutely the world to me. She is. I really adore her. And so we'll probably do a twinny thing together. We'll do some shopping, or we go for a meal or something like that. We usually have a right laugh on our birthday. We've got, as I say, some family coming down for a meal and stuff like that. It should be a marvellous day. I hope you guys all have a marvellous day. Scorpio, I love you very, very much. You know that already. You know that I'm a very sincere reader, very sincere girl, and I just wish every single one of you in this Scorpio month, whether you've had your birthday previously or whether it's coming, I wish you just the best, Scorpio. I love you so dearly, guys. Really, I do. Very, very much. You've always really supported me on this channel, and I can't say thanks enough to all of you for everything you've done. Everything. Love you, and may God bless every single one of you, Scorpio. Really, may God bless you. I love you very much, sweethearts. Love you. Take care, my darlings. Love you. Bye-bye.